The origins of biodynamic agriculture can be traced back to a series of 8 lectures given by Austrian philosopher Rudolf Steiner in June of 1924 in Koblenz, which at the time was a part of Germany, but these days is within the borders of Poland. In these lectures, Steiner outlined a vision for farming that treated the farm as a living organism and sought to improve the health and the vitality of the soil, plants, and animals without the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. There's a lot to love about biodynamic farming, but you might be wondering, is it vegan? Biodynamic agriculture uses 9 main biodynamic preparations, numbered from 500 to 508, to enhance the life of the soil and the vitality of the plants. In preparation 500, you pack a cow horn full of cow manure and bury it in the ground until the spring, over the winter time. And then you dig it up, and then you mix the manure in water and spray it over the soil in the afternoon to encourage root development and healthy soil formation. In preparation 501, you pack another cow horn with ground quartz and bury this in the ground over the summer and dig it up in the fall. You mix the quartz powder then into water and spray it over the crops in the morning, and this is intended to enhance their ability to absorb light and perform photosynthesis. Then the following preparations are sprayed onto the compost that's being used on the farm. In preparation 502, you stuff yarrow flowers into the bladder of a stag and you hang it up in the summer sunlight. And then you bury it in the ground over the winter to help the soil and plants assimilate trace elements. In preparation 503, chamomile blossoms are stuffed into cow intestines and buried in the ground over the winter to help the plants draw nutrients in from the soil around them. In preparation 505, you ground down oak bark like into a fine powder and pack it into the skull of a domestic animal. Then you place this in a watery environment over the winter, and this is intended to provide healing forces to combat harmful plant diseases. In preparation 506, you take dandelion flowers and pack these into the peritoneum of the cow. This is a thin, transparent membrane that lines the inner wall of the abdomen, and then you bury this over the winter to encourage the relationship between silica and potassium so the silica can attract cosmic forces to the earth. So there's certainly no shortage of interesting animal parts being used here. Do I think you should avoid consuming biodynamically grown foods? No, not at all. But I haven't been vegan in a long time. I think it's great to have the goal of optimizing the health and vitality of our soils, and this is more important now than ever. In general, biodynamic farms have been found to have better soil health, support higher levels of biodiversity, and produce better tasting food with higher nutrient levels. But as with any agricultural system, the success of biodynamic farming in delivering these benefits is going to depend largely on the skill and knowledge of that individual farmer. Now, if you have any thoughts about this, let me know down in the comments. But please, even if you have some very strong feelings one way or another, please keep it civil and respectful. Now, before you go, here's a link to a video that I think you'd enjoy watching next, and here's one the YouTube algorithm thinks you'd enjoy. And there's a link to our website. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time.